Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today we are going to be going through some position shots that pool players must learn and adapt to if they don't know them already. So let's go ahead. We're going to start off a pretty simple power draw shot. So power draw is exactly what you think it is. It is a powerful draw shot. So we're playing the 7, and then we're going to play the 8 next. Some people in this case could just draw back, maybe to about, I mean for this shot you have to be about here, and then try to bank the 8, which is plausible. I can see why you'd do that, but in this case I would rather play this shot right here. Now make sure we're chalked up. I'm going to demonstrate it first. The scenario is we're straight in on the 7 ball. We're dead straight. And then bam, we end up straight in on our 8 ball. So that shot right there, a lot of people just associate it with just being a lot of backspin, which is not wrong. But just playing a lot of backspin gets us here. And this is still not good. Although this one is kind of bankable, not really. You get the double kiss, so if you end up there, you're really kind of screwed. But the reason that our cue ball came so straight in with our 8 ball is because we had some left spin on our cue ball. And the way you figure out what spin to use is you look over the direction that the cue ball is going to be traveling after potting the ball. And you see left spin is going to take it to the left in this case. Straight back spin is going to bring it right back out. Right spin is going to bring it towards this side. So you just go by the direction that it goes here. It may not seem that the cue ball is going left. The cue ball is going right from this angle. But from where the cue ball is coming from is going left. There's no real catch with this shot other than underdrawing it, leaving the cue ball on the rail for a real tough shot. And the other one would be drawing it too much and it coming back up somewhere like this, where there's no bank or anything. So it's just one that you're going to have to practice, get your draw speed down, know the speed of the table. So let's move on to the next shot. So this second shot, we're going to take our 7 ball, and we're going to take our 8 ball, bring our 8 ball down here. Let's say we have a pretty steep angle with our cue ball. Something like this. One shot that we could play would be the back and forth. But the reason that I don't like this shot in that case is because it does something we call crossing the line. So the line of the shot is like the line that the cue ball can be on and still be okay. So like if our cue ball is here, anywhere to here, we're okay on the shot. But with that double across shot, although it is a good option, we have to cross that line instead of going along it. So you see how the line was going that way? Now we have to time it on the line, and we're only okay anywhere from about here to here is ideal. So not that whole cue length of a line. So we like to play position by going into the line. So this shot right here is the one that goes into the line. It is a good bit of right spin, just bringing that cue ball along the table. So you see along this line, anywhere along this line is really okay. We obviously want somewhere where the cue ball is now, or a little bit closer. But the main problem that people have with this shot is either missing the ball or over hitting the shot. It does not take a lot of speed at all. Also, the more speed you add, it's kind of a combination of the two. People that know those shots, it's a combination of missing the ball and hitting too hard. Because you miss the ball because you hit too hard. You have to remember there's a lot of deflection on the cue ball. So when you use right spin, your cue ball is deflecting off to the left. Check out my video on deflection if you don't know what I'm talking about. But another thing people have a problem with this shot is scratching. So if you only use a little bit of top left, the scratch in that corner is definitely on. So I tend to barely use any top. The more top spin you use, the closer you'll come to the pocket, which means the closer up here you'll come. The more left spin you use, the further away you'll come from the pocket, meaning you could end up way down here. So the next shot, we're going to take our 7 ball and our 8 ball. This one right here. Throw our 8 ball over here. We're going to go through several side pocket position shots in this little segment. So side pocket. Very, very common shot. Obviously the angle we want is something like this, to where we can just roll over, play our 8 ball. But if we don't get that perfect angle, we don't really want barely on this side of the object ball, because then we have to force something and we lose control of our cue ball. If we are going to end up on the wrong side, we want to end up a good bit on the wrong side. Because now we have this nice little angle sending our cue ball up and down table. So this is the first shot that I want to work on. This shot right here, up and down the table, till you find the perfect speed that brings you into that 8 ball. That looks pretty darn good. Just like that. So once you get that shot down, we're going to move on to something like this. This is the one that I prefer. Going 4 rails into the 8 ball. So that is bottom right spin. Bottom right spin, the right will bring it off of this angle. Again, you have to look at where the cue ball is coming from. If it's going to come from here, right spin is bringing it more to the right. We want right spin because that brings it to this rail, and then this rail kills the speed of the cue ball, stopping it along this rail. Something that would be a bit harder, maybe if this pocket were blocked, but this is a very, very tough shot to judge. Something like trying to end up on the other side of the 8 ball. It'd be a lot of top left spin in this case, but that's a very, very touchy shot. We shouldn't have to play that. If you do, it's better to end up like this and then trying to play. The problem with that shot is the scratch. But trying to end up down here on the other side of the 8 ball is a pretty hard task. So if you do end up with just barely a little bit of an angle, it's not the end of the world. All you have to do, top right spin, will bring it around 4 rails into this rail again. We always want to go that extra rail because this kills the speed, and we will usually end up somewhere within a diamond of this rail, which is absolutely perfect. More shots. If you get a little too much angle, something like this, you're going to have to spin that cue ball. Just like that. That is absolutely perfect. Spin that cue ball around. That was top right spin. We went about 5 or 6 rails on that one. Again, using that extra rail at the end, instead of just trying to go into the line of the shot, we're bringing the, instead of trying to cross that line of the shot, how the line of the shot on that 8 ball is like this. Instead of trying to cross the line of the shot and end up right here, we're going into the line of the shot. So, bringing the cue ball into the line of shot with one of those side pocket shots. Those are the touchiest little shots, but you see we got them down pretty well. So just practice those a lot and they will really come in handy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you can click the subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. So guys, I have started a new thing on Patreon, which is a website where my subscribers can support my channel with monthly subscriptions, and then in return, I give you stuff. So I've started doing this class, and there's a lot of stuff that I do not show on camera, like racking skills, a bunch of different drills that have helped me improve my game this much over the course of a few years. But definitely the biggest thing that people like is the exact stuff on racking and breaking. How to make a ball every single time, never break dry, always have a shot on your one ball, and have a perfect pattern. And I'm doing this class on an online platform called Zoom, where you guys can come in, you can ask questions, you're with some other people, it's not laggy or anything. So go and check in the description my Patreon account. There's a link in the description, so press that drop down arrow, click that link, and please support my channel. So the money goes to new light bulbs. You see we got that giant light over here, and then I have another one to the right, refelting the table, just basic stuff like that that you guys can help me out with. A lot of you want an overhead camera. It'll go towards the overhead camera. There's different tiers of this. You will receive different things, but go and check it out. It's pretty cool. Link in the description. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.